A recent report by the Fraser Institute says 36% of a Canadian family's budget now goes to taxes. The Canadian Taxpayers Federation also says taxes in Canada, including gas, have more than doubled since 1961, even after accounting for inflation. To discuss this in more detail is the Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, Franco Terrazzano. Franco, where can the governing party cut? Should we maybe start with politicians' salaries?
Absolutely. I mean, what we need to see is we need to see these politicians being willing to save some money. And the best place to start is to actually see some leadership at the top. Now, what really lands like a slap in the face for taxpayers is that our members of parliament have pocketed not one, but two pay raises during COVID-19. And you know what? Not only do we have to talk about the taxes today, but we also have to talk about the taxes tomorrow. And each Canadian's share of the federal government's debt is already more than $29,000. And that bill is only going to go up if these politicians don't stop borrowing all that money.
Now, Franco, you say the taxes in Canada more than doubled since 1961, but correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't have Medicare, employment insurance, and the Canada Pension Plan back then. Money is needed to support those programs, no?
I think what that underscores is just the importance of actually having governments operate services efficiently, right? Because what we have to remember at the end of the day is that there is no such thing as a free lunch. And the second thing that we have to remember is that throwing more tax dollars at a problem isn't going to solve the problem. I mean, just look at the Alberta government. It is one of the biggest per person spenders on healthcare, but Albertans aren't getting the best results when it comes to healthcare. So how, when we hear these big spending promises from politicians, we do have to ask them a very serious question, and that's how are you going to pay for it?
Thanks so much, Franco. That was Franco Terrazzano, Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, joining me from Ottawa.